What's going on, YouTubers? This video is going to show you how to make a 45 cal for this one. 45 cal earring with a little bit of sparkle in the middle, or bling, whatever you want to call it. But this one's a Federal 45 auto shell that's been cut down. We added a earring post to it, and of course a backer. So whatever hypoallergenic you need, be cautious of that. Some people are allergic to whatever you can get on Amazon or eBay or whatever, so be careful about that. But anyway, this is going to show you how to make a set of earrings. So we got two of these, both 45s. Got some clear, these are Swarovski crystals in the middle to add a little sparkle to them. But not too difficult to make. All you do is you start with regular 45 cal casing like this one. You can buy these at your ammo supply place. If you know somebody that goes to the range and they don't reload their own ammo, ask them to pick up some of these. And this one you can see has been fired. It's got a primer in there. You're going to want to take the primer out. And for that, all you do is use a roll pin punch or something, piece of wood to pop out the primer. Or you can, if you buy them ready to load, they're going to come shiny like this without a primer. Kind of like this one. This one we use to make a little simple keychain. Have that video on my channel. And this is, I think it's a copperhead. This one is a copperhead with the black split ring 45 shell. And weave that together. Simple knot. Little hot glue to pop this in together. And when you're looking for your crystals, you want to know the inside diameter, which on this one looks like it's a 0.1675. That's in inches. 0.170 maybe. So that's the diameter you have inside. So when you buy your crystals, you're going to want to make sure you get the right size crystal, so it's going to drop down in there. And you can see it looks like on this one, it's a 1540 crystal. So we know that's going to fit down inside here. We got 164. And we've got, let's get that right, 1405. So we got plenty of clearance on the inside. When you have your shell, you're going to have to trim all this excess off right down to the inside. Let's take that off. So this one we left a little bit of a recess on so we could get the earring post down in there. But if you have a caliper, that works easy. Drop this in the end. Run it till it touches. And we know we have, looks like 0.70 in there. Or easy thing to do is take like a toothpick, drop it down in there, kind of hold your finger where it drops in, put the toothpick on the outside, make you a little mark on the outside of the casing, and that's how far down you know you need to trim. To trim it, if you have deep pockets, you can go to Harbor Freight, get you a small metal lathe, put this in there, trim it down. You could use a hacksaw, cut this down. You could use a Dremel. to take this excess portion off, because again, all you want is the base of it, kind of like this one. So if you're going to use a Dremel, it's going to get hot when you cut it. Metal conducts heat, so make sure you're holding on to this with some pliers or something so you don't burn your fingers. Trim that down. You could use a belt sander, piece of sandpaper, just lay a piece of, I don't know, 220 or something down on your workbench. Sand it down to get it smooth to where you like, so you can have a recess spot for the earring post. These are some earring posts that I used to make these. There's the part number. I know it says made in China. Everyone's concerned about what's coming out of China. I've had these for about 2 years. But simple earring post. You got a nice flat surface there. And if it doesn't come with it, you want to buy the earring post with some type of backer. You can go with this style or the conventional, I don't know, kind of butterfly looking ones. But this one's easy, just pops right out and right back in. So it sits tight. Once you get your bullet casing trimmed down, you're going to end up with this open area. And you can use a little hot glue or this stuff called Gem Tack. That works really well. Either one of those two. I haven't experimented with anything else. But little dab on the bottom of the earring post. That'll let you set that down there. You could probably want to let that set for a few hours or whatever the directions say of whatever type of adhesive you're using. Get that set. Once that's set up good and sturdy, you go to the other side, and again, very small dab of hot glue or this Gem Tack stuff. Little drop of the Gem Tack. Use some tweezers like this or whatever else you have. You can grab the crystal and just drop it down in there. So we got a red Swarovski crystal. This one is a clear that's in there. Little dab of the Gem Tack or hot glue. Drop it down in there. Use a toothpick. Cut the sharp end off the toothpick and push the tack down in there. But once you get it set, that's really all there is to it. Just let it set overnight. And what you end up with is a couple of, in this case, 45 cal earrings, something unique. You can see the sparkle in those crystals. Don't have to use the Swarovskis, but they have a pretty good high quality crystal to them. A lot of sparkle coming out of them. You could do these with 9 mils, 380s. The only thing you got to be careful of is whatever shell casing you're using, make sure you measure this inside diameter where the crystal is going to go, and make sure the crystal you have is going to seat down in there. If you have a spent shell casing, you could also just leave it like that. Use the hot glue, mount it on top, and the stone will set on top like that. But I chose to recess it. I thought it was a little better look, a little cleaner look, and you don't have to worry about it getting bumped or knocked off. But this one, 9 mil stuff that we did for this video was 45, and whatever that dimension was, refer back to earlier in the video to see that it sets down in there kind of nice. Don't have to worry about it getting knocked off. But hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you like what you see on the channel, subscribe. Anything in the comments, let me know. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.